Welcome back to another Card Inspiration Monday. We're going to start off this card with my Cricut, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not sure what I'm doing with this card. We're kind of going to start in the middle, and that will make more sense as I go on. But right now, I'm going to use my Cricut. Also, we're going to do 5.5 inches, which is the largest I can do. And in case you didn't see this, I'm holding this just because the adhesive on my mat is weak right now, and I don't want to get a new mat out, so I just hold it very gently as it's going through. I might try to go down one more size and see, because I'm not sure the best size for this card. Let me see how much room I have here. Okay, so the paper is 5.5, well, 6 by 4.25. 4.5, excuse me. Let me see if it'll let me do 4.5. Here are my two frames. We're going to have a white background. I'm just going to set things temporarily here. Okay, so what I've done is I took this patterned paper and I cut the slats down. I wanted 1-inch square pieces. This is what I came up with. I want them to look kind of like Scrabble pieces. And what I did is I put I cut this, I had a strip of cardstock similar color that I cut into 1-inch squares, and I took 4 under each letter just so that it was thicker like a tile. So let me go ahead and finish this last one. Let me just glue each one of these together. And I want to be able to put these inside of the frame here. I'm not sure if I have the little numbers that are down below, and I might skip that, I'm not sure. I think this looks good. I'm going to start with this. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to cut this white piece down to size so it fits behind this panel. I am just going to make a mark on the back of this. I have one extra square, so I'm going to use that as my guide. So I'm just lightly marking it, and I'm going to move this aside. I'm going to be using the Studio Calico stamp set, this one, the engagement one, and I'm going to start with the ring first. I'm going to stamp the ring right here, as close as I can to that area, and then I'm going to heat emboss it. Okay, I'm going to use my Versamark ink. Now this particular stamp is not an open center. So I'm just trying to make sure that if there's ink in the center there, I don't want it to transfer to my card. Get this out of the way. I'm going to allow the gun to heat up just a little bit before I start embossing. I think I have some holographic embossing powder. This is a holographic embossing powder. And that will look better. Okay, I may try to outline that. I'm in black or something, or blue. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to pause it and put some of my supplies away. Okay, now I'm going to add the alphabet letters. And I'm using liquid adhesive, because that will give me just a little bit of wiggle room if I need it. Okay, and then I'm going to adhere the frame. So it looks like the diamond is going to be just slightly over that loop there, that little inside part. So I'm going to cut out the top portion of the diamond so that it can lay above that point. Okay, that looks alright. Let's see if I can switch it. I guess I'll use liquid adhesive here as well. now I'm going to go make the card base, and I'm going to pause it for a little bit because what I'm going to be doing is making a pop-up card. I've never done that before, so I'm going to follow a template, and I will pop that up on the screen here, and then we'll go ahead and work on finishing the card together. Okay, this took me quite a while to figure out how to do. I'm glad that I did it off camera. But this is the way the card looks, the card base. And at this point I'm going to be adding some patterned paper to the sides and the bottom of this, and then we'll add our love, and then we'll continue on with the card. So I have this piece of scratch paper here, and what I want to do is put some, I'm going to put some straight across the bottom first. I'm going to use one side. You guys, I'm having trouble with my paper trimmer. It seems to be dull already. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that, and I'll be cutting the ends off in a second here. Okay. And then along the sides it's 1 1/4 inches. So I'm going to cut some more. And I just realized that I will have to score this. Let's do it by hand. Okay, I'm just going to cut the tops off of these. And then we're going to put the love piece on. Okay, I think it looks okay without the little number in there, don't you? So I'm going to put some stickles in here for the diamond. And this one is called, this is the ice stickles, crystal ice. Okay, we'll let that dry, and I think the last thing I'm going to do is tie a ribbon around the bottom here. trying to be really careful not to get that ring. And the reason this paper towel is down here is because I spilled my coffee all over my desk this morning. It was great. So I cleaned it up as best as I could. It's just that my craft mat is still showing like some spots on it. So I'm just doing a double knot. And I'll probably secure that along the back as well so that it doesn't fall off. I will probably trim this ribbon up just a tiny bit more. And of course let this dry. But otherwise, that is my finished card for the week. I hope you like it. I think this is really fun. I'm kind of getting addicted to the pop-up cards, at least the idea of them. Like I said, this is the very first one I've done. Yeah, so I like it. I like the way it turned out. See you again next week.